question 19. Solve 2x squared minus 5x minus 12 is greater than 0. Now you should know from your GCSE studies that if an equation or an inequality, and this is an inequality because it doesn't equal 0, it's bigger than 0, it's not equal, it's bigger than. If there's a quadratic in there, if there's an x squared in the question, then there could be 2 answers, 1 answer, or 0 answers. The answers to this are where the graph of 2x squared minus 5x minus 2 crosses the x-axis. So I've sketched this graph here for you, and you'll see that where the answers are where the graph crosses the x-axis. Now the first thing you want to do is to see if it factorizes. Ideally you don't want to use completing the square of the formula until you're certain it won't factorize, because factorizing is far easier. If it starts 2x squared, I'm going to have a 2x and an x to multiply out the brackets to get 2x squared. By playing around with the numbers a little, I know 3 times 4 is 12, 2 4s are going to be 8, and I can see with another 3x how I could get down to 5. So I just need to get my right. So 2x times minus 4 is minus 8x, plus 3x, 3 times x will give me minus 5x, and plus 3 times minus 4 is minus 12. As if it were an equation, we split it up. 2x plus 3 is greater than 0, and x minus 4 is greater than 0. Therefore, x is going to be greater than 4, and you can see here I put the curve through 4 on the x-axis. But here I've got x is less than minus 1.5. So I'm happy that it goes through minus 1.5, but why did the symbol change direction? Well, if you think 2x plus 3 is greater than 0, so 2x equals minus 3, and then x is minus 1.5, I hope you can see where the minus 1.5 comes from. You then have to look at your graph, because I want the values where x is where 2x squared minus 5x minus 12 is greater than 0, and that's going to be above the x-axis, where the y value is greater than 0. So we can see x has to be bigger than 4, because that's where the curve goes above the x-axis, where the y is positive, where the y is greater than 0, and x is going to be above minus 1.5, so it's less than minus 1.5, because that is where the curve is above the x-axis.